When you feel happy and joyful, everything in life becomes lighter and brighter. But how do you maintain happiness during difficult times? The story of Rohan below will offer a valuable lesson about living in the present moment and overcoming life's challenges. When you feel happy and joyful, everything in life becomes lighter and brighter. But how do you maintain happiness during difficult times? The story of Rohan below will offer a valuable lesson about living in the present moment and overcoming life's challenges. At this moment, a wise monk who had reached a state of balance noticed Rohan's despair and decided to sit down beside him and talk. Rohan shared his failures at work, the distance from his family, and the lack of emotional support he had been enduring. He even thought about ending his life, as he felt he had nothing left to lose. The monk gently asked, "Rohan, what did you bring with you up here?" Rohan replied, "I brought with me sadness and despair in my heart, and nothing more." The monk continued, "But you have forgotten something important. You are carrying a huge burden, your thoughts." The monk's question took Rohan by surprise. He began to realize that although he had nothing in his hands, his mind was still burdened with past pain and worries about the future. The monk advised him that, if he wanted to live freely, he needed to learn how to let go of everything unnecessary and focus only on what truly mattered. To do this, he needed to focus on the present moment, without dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Worry only robs him of inner peace, while serenity can only be found by fully living in each moment of his own being. Letting go does not mean giving up, the monk continued, but it means allowing unnecessary things to not disturb your mind. When you learn to let go, you will feel lighter and will have more space in your life. He needed to learn to listen to himself, not to be distracted by external noise, and especially not to evaluate others' secondary standards. Everyone has their own path, and every path has its own value. Therefore, the truth lies in accepting oneself and acting according to what one knows. The monk also emphasized that living freely does not mean living thoughtlessly or irresponsibly. It means acting from a deep understanding, not being bound by anxiety or expectations. When he understands that everything happens for a reason and at its own time, he will feel at peace, not rushing, not under pressure, but simply going with the natural flow of life. As a person, he must know how to balance work and rest, effort and relaxation. Only then will he truly feel fulfilled and happy, not burdened by work or prolonged exhaustion. Life is not just about tense moments, but also about those relaxing moments that help recharge energy to continue contributing. When he knows how to make time for himself, to relax his soul, he will realize that productivity does not come solely from physical strength. Finding this balance requires patience and self-awareness. He must learn to recognize when his body and mind need rest, and when to exert effort to achieve an important goal. Balance is not a static state but a continuous process of adjustment and recognition of different needs in life. Life is like a rhythm, the monk said. Sometimes it's time to work hard, sometimes it's time to relax. When you know how to go with this rhythm, life will become more harmonious, and you will feel your life. The monk continued to share important lessons on how to live joyfully and happily. He told a story about a friend of Rohan, who had once succeeded in his career. Rohan's friend always boasted about his success, making Rohan feel small and disappointed. But the monk reminded Rohan, the success of others is not a reason for you to feel pain. Instead of feeling envious, learn from what they have done and use that experience to grow. The monk also taught Rohan, happiness is not something others can give you. Happiness comes from within you, from how you perceive and face life. If you cannot feel happiness even when everything around you is perfect, you will never find joy in life. After his conversation with the monk, Rohan began to change his mindset and outlook on life. He realized that pain does not come from circumstances, but from his own mind. When he let go of negative thoughts and began to live in the present, no longer worrying about the past or future, he found peace and happiness. The power of the subconscious is the key to overcoming difficulties in life. When you learn to control your mind, you will realize that happiness is not a destination but a journey, and you can find joy in every moment of life. Rohan's story is a clear example of the power of the subconscious in transforming life. When you learn to master your thoughts and emotions, you can create a meaningful and happy life, regardless of external circumstances. Remember that happiness is not something that can be found outside, it is a state of mind that you can create from within. To maintain happiness and live a meaningful life, it is important to learn how to live in the present and not let the past or future affect your mood. Let your mind be free and not burdened by things that cannot be changed, and you will find that life is full of joy and opportunities. Life is constantly changing, and you can change it if you know how to master yourself. The present moment is easy, but it is the challenges that offer opportunities for you to grow and explore yourself. When you face difficulties, don't rush to judge them as burdens. Instead, see them as part of the journey. Every difficulty, every failure carries a valuable lesson that makes you stronger. When you know how to master your thoughts and emotions, you will realize that happiness is not an external condition but a mental state that can be created from within. Life is not always perfect, but accepting it and living positively, being grateful for the simple things, will give you a hidden strength that you never knew you had. When you trust yourself and know how to calm your mind, life will open new doors full of hope and joy. When you learn to live through each moment, look for the positive in every situation, life will become easier. Don't let anxiety or fear control you anymore. Let them pass by and focus on what you can do right now. You will be amazed at the power that inner peace brings. Life is a long journey, and happiness comes from accepting yourself, constantly learning and improving, while respecting everything you've gone through. Walk with confidence and freedom in your heart. Leave the past behind and embrace the future with a heart full of hope. Because once you know how to live for yourself, everything else will naturally follow. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it so others can learn as well. See you in the next video.